Hello dear children, this is the first video of this week, and in this week we will do the revision. We will study about the types of operating system and some formulas of MS Excel, and I will tell you about the basic formula and difference between the basic formula and compound formula which is used in MS Excel. So let us come to the first topic, types of operating system. We will discuss the following types of operating system which is given in your book. First is batch operating system, second one time sharing operating system, third one distributed operating system, fourth one network operating system, and fifth one real time operating system, which is further divided into two types: hard real time operating system and soft real time system. So let us come to the first type, batch operating system. A batch operating system is one in which jobs are bundled together in batches with the necessary instructions. These are then allowed to be processed without any further intervention. In this type of operating system, many jobs are bundled together in the form of jobs, and all the batches needs to be processed by the CPU. The users of a batch operating system do not interact with the computer directly. The user cannot interact to the computer directly. It means the user cannot disturb the job. The user cannot interrupt the job. Okay. In this type of operating system, the processing speed is very fast, but in some cases the CPU becomes idle, because in some cases the system has to wait for the input. The user gives the input and then it starts working. So the CPU can become idle in this case. So this types of operating system is not used today. Now I will explain it with the help of this figure. Now there are many users, user 1, user 2, user 3 up to user n, and all the users have different jobs. Job number 1, job number 2 up to job number n, and all the jobs are given to the operator for processing, and it is bundled in the form of batches, batch 1 and batch 2, and these batches needs to be processed by the CPU. Next, this is another figure in which users gives jobs to the operating systems. Many jobs are given to the operating system in the form of batches, and all the batches needs to be processed by the CPU. Okay, now coming to the time sharing operating system. Time sharing operating system is a technique which enables many people located at various terminals to use a particular system at the same time. Means many people can do their work by sitting at different terminals, and they use a particular system at the same time. In time sharing operating system, there is only one CPU, and all the persons are sitting at different places, and they work upon with the same operating system which is having a single CPU, and the time is shared between all the jobs. All the different peoples are sitting at the various terminals, and they are doing different jobs. So time is shared between all the peoples. They are getting a fraction of time. Each and every job gets a fraction of time for processing. Now coming to the next, this is the figure of time sharing operating system. You can see user number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 users, and all are linked with the same CPU, and there is only one CPU which is processing all the jobs, and each job gets a fraction of second for processing. Now coming to the distributed operating system, children. Distributed operating system is a model where distributed applications are running on multiple computers linked by communications. It uses multiple central multiple central processors to serve multiple real-time applications and multiple users. In this case, there can be many CPU. It is multiprocessor. Multiprocessor is used in this case. Multiprocessors means there are multiple CPU which can perform different works. Okay, and many peoples are attached with the central processors for doing their jobs, and there are many CPU. It is a multiprocessor. There are multiprocessors, so all the works are performed in a very less interval of time. There is no wastage of time, and CPU does not require more time. It processes all the time within a very less time. The only difference between time sharing operating system and distributed operating system is that in the case of time sharing operating system there is only one CPU, but in the case of distributed operating systems, as the millions peoples can be as the thousands of peoples can be connected through this distributed operating system, so it has to perform a lots of work. So multiple processor is there which can do the work very easily. Okay, the only difference between the time sharing and distributed operating system is that in time sharing there is only one CPU, but in distributed operating system there is more than one CPU. In this case you can see there are 5 CPU which is connected through there are 5 CPU, and to communication, there is a communication network between all the people. Okay, so the system performs the work very fast. Due to the multiple processor, it processes the work very fast. Now coming to the next one, network operating system. Network operating system is one of the important type of operating system. The basic purpose of the network operating system is to allow shared file and printer access among multiple users, among multiple computers in a network. Suppose in a building there are 400 to 500 computers are attached through a network, and all the different users which is connected to the central network operating system, they want to share the resources. They want to share the resources like printer, hard disk space, or any hard disk space or any hardware resource can be there. Okay, so sharing of resources is very easy in network operating system, which saves the money, and there are some disadvantages of network operating system. The cost of establishing the network operating system is very high. There is regular need of update required. Maintenance charge is very high. Okay, high maintenance charge is required, but there can be many disadvantages of the system. We can share the resources. All the different users can be connected through a network, through a centralized network. All the different users can be connected through a centralized network. You can see this is the figure of a network operating system in which many different users are connected to a central server. This is the central server which is called, and this establishment is known as network operating system. Now coming to the real-time operating system. A real-time operating system commonly known as RTOS. In short, we can say RTOS. It is a software component that rapidly switches between the tasks. It is defined as the data processing system in which time interval required to process and respond to input is so small that it controls the environment. In this type of operating system is used for scientific purpose, for scientific experiment, for missile launching, rocket launching, satellite launching, etc., in which time is very critical. Suppose you have to launch a missile at the target, so that missile must reach the target within the specified interval of time. It should not take more time or less time, otherwise it will miss the target. So in that case, real-time operating system is used, and it is further classified into hard real-time and soft real-time. In hard real-time we can say the example of a missile, but in soft real-time we can give the example of a planetary rovers in which time can be the soft real time cannot work on real time. Okay, it can take some extra time. The planetary rovers can be the example of soft real time system. Now you can see this picture. This is the picture of real time operating system. Users work with users is interacted through the application programs. Application programs are interacted through the real-time operating system, and it ultimately interacts through the hardware. This is the block diagram of real-time operating system. Now I will come to the formula of MS Excel. I will come to this topic. In Excel, a formula is an expression that operates on values in a range of cells or the cell. For example, we have written equal to a plus a2 plus a2 plus a3, which finds the sum of the range of three cells. All the three numbers which is written in the cell number a1, a2 and a3 will be added. Okay, all the numbers from we can find the sum of the range of values from cell number a2 to cell a3. Or we can say that a formula is an expression which calculates the value of a cell. In simple words, we can give this definition. Now, there are mainly two types of formula in Excel. First is the basic formula and second is the compound formula. Basic formula. What are basic formula? Those which can contain only one type of mathematical operation. It contains only one mathematical operation. So in this case you can see only plus sign is there. Only plus sign is used with this formula. So this is called basic formula. But in the case of compound formula, it can have more than one mathematical operation. Means different mathematical arithmetic symbols can be used in this case. You can see I have written equal to under bracket a2 asterisk sign a3. Asterisk sign denotes multiplication sign. So cell number a2 is multiplied with cell number a3 and then bracket close plus a4. So I have used addition sign and multiplication sign both. It means I have used two mathematical operators. So compound formula can have more than one mathematical operation. Okay, thank you students.